Have you ever wondered why so many seniors never make it past 85, even though they try to eat right, stay active, and follow their doctor's advice? It's a terrifying thought. What if you're doing everything you think is right, but something small, something silent, is quietly cutting your life short? I used to think I was being careful too, but then I met people kind, thoughtful, health-conscious people who were suddenly struck down by illness. And the worst part, they had no idea the damage was happening until it was too late. So I started asking, what are we missing? What habits are hurting us without us even knowing? If you're over 60 or love someone who is, this might be the most important video you'll ever watch. In today's video, I'll show you the 6 hidden habits quietly destroying senior health and how to fix them before it's too late. Habit 1, chronic dehydration. Did you know that by the time you feel thirsty, your body may already be in a state of dangerous dehydration, especially after 65? As we get older, our body's thirst signal becomes weaker. That means you could be slowly drying out from the inside without even knowing it. And it's not just about dry lips or feeling tired. According to geriatric researchers from Johns Hopkins, even mild dehydration can increase the speed of aging by up to 30%. It affects your heart, your kidneys, your brain, making them wear out faster. When you don't drink enough water, your blood gets thicker, circulation slows down. Your organs, especially your brain, start to suffer. And the scariest part, you won't feel it until something goes terribly wrong. Joe is a 74-year-old retired mechanic from Indiana. He's active, walks every day, and doesn't smoke. You'd think he's doing everything right. But last fall, Joe suddenly collapsed in his kitchen. He had a mini stroke and lost movement in his left arm. His family was shocked. He had no history of heart problems. At the hospital, doctors discovered his blood had become unusually thick over time. The cause, chronic dehydration. Joe rarely drank water during the day, just a cup of coffee in the morning, maybe a soda with lunch. I didn't feel thirsty, he said. I thought I was fine. Joe's story isn't rare. Most seniors don't drink enough water because their body doesn't ask for it the way it used to. But that doesn't mean the need isn't there. Every organ in your body needs water to function. Without enough, cells shrink, toxins build up. The heart works harder, the brain slows down. It's like running a car with no oil. It might seem fine at first, until the engine seizes up. Here's what you can do, starting today. 1. Always keep water within reach. Put a glass or bottle near your favorite chair, by your bed, and in the kitchen. 2. Don't wait until you're thirsty. Sip small amounts regularly, just a few gulps every hour is enough. 3. Check your urine. Yes, really. It should be light yellow. If it's dark, your body is begging for water. 4. Set reminders if needed. A simple alarm on your phone can help you remember to drink, especially in the morning and afternoon. Water seems simple, but for older adults, it's like medicine, one of the easiest and cheapest ways to protect your brain, your heart, and your independence. Ask yourself right now, have I had enough water today? Habit 2, silent inflammation from everyday foods. What if the foods sitting in your kitchen right now, foods you've eaten for decades, are secretly damaging your heart and brain without a single symptom? After the age of 65, your body changes in ways that most doctors don't talk about. One of the biggest changes, how your body reacts to food. Even foods that were perfectly fine in your 40s or 50s can suddenly become toxic. Why? Because the aging immune system becomes more sensitive and small triggers can cause chronic inflammation. This inflammation is silent. You don't feel it. You don't see it. But deep inside, your blood vessels, brain tissue, and organs are being slowly attacked. every single day. Carol is 76. She's a retired school principal from Colorado. She thought she was eating healthy whole wheat bread, low-fat margarine, and a light diet soda with lunch. She even avoided junk food and walked daily. But then, Carol started feeling tired all the time. Her knees ached. Her memory felt foggy. Eventually, her doctor ran blood tests and found something alarming. Chronic inflammation levels were dangerously high. Her cardiologist was direct. Your diet is creating a slow fire inside your body. If we don't stop it now, it could lead to heart failure, stroke, or worse. Carol couldn't believe it, but I thought I was doing everything right. Carol's story isn't unusual. Millions of seniors eat healthy but are actually consuming foods that trigger their aging immune system. Here are 3 silent food culprits hiding in plain sight. White flour, found in most breads and pastas. It spikes blood sugar and inflames arteries. Vegetable oils like corn, soybean, and canola oil, these contain omega-6 fats that trigger inflammation. Artificial sweeteners used in diet products, these disrupt gut health and immune function. Over time, these foods silently create damage, narrowed arteries, brain fog, joint pain, even sudden cardiac events, and all this while you think you're doing the right thing. You don't need to starve or go on a fancy diet. Here's what to do starting today. 1. Swap white flour for whole grains. Look for brown rice, quinoa, or whole oat products. 2. Replace vegetable oil with extra virgin olive oil or avocado oil. These contain heart-healthy fats that soothe inflammation. 3. Ditch artificial sweeteners. Use small amounts of natural sweeteners like raw honey or monk fruit, and drink water or herbal teas instead of diet sodas. 4. Read labels. If you see ingredients like partially hydrogenated, canola, or aspartame, put it back on the shelf. Carol made these changes, and within a few weeks, her energy came back. Her doctor was amazed at her progress. So now it's your turn. Go check your kitchen. Are any of those 3 silent culprits hiding in your pantry? If yes, your body's already fighting a battle inside. Will you give it the support it needs? Habit 3. The wrong type of exercise. What if walking every day is aging you faster? You've probably been told that walking every day is the best thing you can do for your health after 60, but what if that advice is actually making you weaker, not stronger? What the research shows. Sounds strange, but new research is turning old wisdom upside down. Studies from the Mayo Clinic show that low-intensity repetitive exercises like daily walks do very little to preserve muscle or protect aging cells. Worse, they can even stress worn-out joints without giving your body what it really needs. Why? Because after age 65, the body stops responding to exercise the way it used to. To stay strong, you need to stimulate your muscles and bones with brief but targeted resistance. If you don't, you slowly lose muscle, energy, balance, and even your independence. Frank is 79 years old and lives in Arizona. He walks 2 miles every single morning, drinks green smoothies, and avoids sugar. His friends say Frank's in better shape than most 50-year-olds. But last year, Frank had a nasty fall in the grocery store. He lost his balance while reaching for a can on the shelf. At the hospital, scans revealed something shocking. He had the muscle mass of a man in his late 80s. Frank was confused. "But I walk every day," his doctor explained gently. "Walking helps circulation, but it doesn't challenge your muscles. Your body needs resistance to stay strong." Frank's story is more common than you think. Many seniors rely only on walking, thinking it's safe. But here's the hidden danger. No muscle engagement, muscle loss, no resistance, weak bones, no balance training, increased fall risk. Muscle mass is your armor as you age. Lose it, and everything else starts slipping: stamina, posture, metabolism, and confidence. The 10-minute strength routine. You don't need to join a gym or lift heavy weights. All it takes is 10 minutes, 3 times a week, using your own body weight or light bands. Start with these simple moves. 1. Chair squats. Sit down and stand up from a sturdy chair slowly, 10 times. This strengthens legs, hips, and balance. 2. Wall push-ups. Stand a step away from a wall, hands flat, and slowly push in and out. Great for arms, shoulders, and posture. 3. Resistance band. Pulls use a light resistance band to gently pull across your chest or overhead. Strengthens arms, back, and breathing muscles. 4. Heel raises. Hold the back of a chair and lift onto your toes, then slowly lower. Good for calves and circulation. Do these movements slowly and focus on your form, not speed. If needed, hold on to something stable for balance. Frank started this routine with his daughter. Within 1 month, his balance improved and he could stand longer without fatigue. Walking is good, but it's not enough. Don't let gentle mean ineffective. Your muscles are the foundation of your health. Protect them. So now ask yourself, are you walking your way to strength or to frailty? Habit 4. Nutrient depletion from common treatments. What if the pills keeping you alive are slowly making you sick? You trust your medications. You take them as prescribed. But what if some of those pills are quietly draining your body of the nutrients it needs to survive? The hidden side effect. Nobody talks about most seniors take some form of medication, blood pressure pills, cholesterol drugs, acid reducers, or even diabetes treatments. These medicines may help one part of the body, but many of them come with a hidden cost: nutrient depletion. That means while the medication is doing its job, it's also robbing your body of vital vitamins and minerals like magnesium, vitamin B12, potassium, and CoQ10. These are nutrients your heart, brain, and muscles need every day to stay strong. But here's the problem: doctors don't always tell you about this. They treat the disease, but not the side effect of silent malnutrition. Linda is a 75-year-old retired librarian from Oregon. She's careful about her health, takes her medications on time, eats balanced meals, walks every morning. But over the past year, she started feeling constantly tired. Her memory became fuzzy. Her heart sometimes raced for no reason. She blamed it on getting older. At her next checkup, her doctor ran some blood work and the results were shocking. Linda was severely deficient in magnesium and vitamin B12. Why? The combination of her acid-reducing medication and blood pressure pills had slowly drained her nutrient levels over the past 2 years. No one had warned her. "I thought I was doing everything right," she said, "but my medicine was slowly stealing my strength." Here's how it works. Some medications interfere with how your body absorbs, stores, or uses nutrients. For example, acid reducers can block vitamin B12 and calcium absorption. Blood pressure meds may deplete potassium and magnesium. Statins, cholesterol drugs, can lower your levels of CoQ10, a nutrient your heart desperately needs. And the symptoms: fatigue, muscle weakness, confusion or memory issues, heart palpitations, even depression. Most people and many doctors miss these signs because they look like normal aging. But it's not age, it's preventable. Here's what you can do starting today. 1. Don't stop your medications. Always consult your doctor first, but at your next visit, ask them directly, "Do any of my medications affect my nutrient levels?" 2. Request a basic nutrient panel. A simple blood test can check for common deficiencies like B12, magnesium, iron, or vitamin D. 3. Eat nutrient-rich foods daily. Fill your plate with colorful vegetables, leafy greens, beans, fish, nuts, and whole grains. These give your body the raw materials it needs. 4. Consider a senior-specific multivitamin, but only after discussing with your doctor some supplements can interact with your meds. 5. Track how you feel. Notice patterns like if you feel more tired, dizzy, or foggy after starting a new medication. Keep a small health journal. Linda followed this advice. After a few small diet changes and supplements approved by her doctor, she felt sharper, stronger, and more like herself again. Your medicine may be helping you, but it may also be quietly hurting you. The only way to know is to ask the right questions. So now ask yourself, am I treating my illness or trading one problem for another? Habit 5. Poor sleep quality, not just quantity. Are you getting 8 hours of sleep and still waking up exhausted? You go to bed on time, you stay there for 8 hours, but you still wake up groggy, foggy, and dragging through your day. Here's the truth, most people don't realize it's not about how long you sleep, it's about how well you sleep. Why sleep quality matters more than hours. As we age, our bodies change the way they sleep. The deep healing stages of sleep, called restorative sleep, become harder to reach. So even if you're lying in bed for 8 hours, you might only be getting 3 to 4 hours of light, restless sleep. That's like charging your phone all night, but still waking up with 30% battery. According to researchers at Stanford Sleep Medicine, poor sleep quality after 65 can age the brain by 3 to 5 years every year. It weakens memory, slows down repair of your body, and increases your risk for stroke, heart disease, and even dementia. Evelyn is 69, a former librarian from Texas. She's always taking care of herself. No caffeine after lunch, regular bedtime, quiet bedroom. But every morning, she felt drained, like she hadn't slept at all. She started forgetting names, misplacing things, and feeling anxious for no reason. Eventually, she saw a sleep specialist. The test results were shocking. Despite sleeping 8 hours every night, Evelyn was getting almost no deep sleep. Her brain wasn't resting, it was surviving. "I thought I was doing everything right," she said. "I didn't know my sleep was broken." What causes poor sleep in seniors? Several things steal deep sleep as we age. Blue light from screens, TV, phones blocks melatonin, your sleep hormone. Room temperature too warm prevents full relaxation. Frequent bathroom trips disrupt sleep cycles. Sleep posture affects breathing and back alignment. Medications or blood sugar drops wake the body internally. And unlike younger people, seniors don't bounce back from bad sleep as easily. One restless night can throw off your entire week. Build your 30-minute sleep reset ritual. To get better sleep, you don't need a new mattress or sleeping pills. You need a pre-sleep routine that trains your brain to go into deep rest. Here's your simple 4-step ritual. No screens 30 minutes before bed. Turn off the TV, silence your phone, avoid tablets. Blue light keeps your brain alert even if your eyes are tired. 2. Lower your room temperature to 65 to 68 degrees. A cooler room helps trigger the deep sleep response in the brain. 3. Stop drinking fluids 90 minutes before sleep. This helps you sleep through the night without waking up for the bathroom. 4. Sleep on your side with a pillow between your knees. This improves spinal alignment and breathing, making it easier to enter deep sleep. Try this for just 5 nights. You'll feel the difference: clearer mind, better energy, fewer aches. Evelyn did this, and for the first time in years, she woke up refreshed. "I didn't know what I was missing," she said. "Now I look forward to bedtime." Sleep isn't just rest, it's repair. And without deep sleep, your brain and body can't heal from the damage of the day. So now ask yourself, am I truly resting or just lying still in the dark? Habit 6. Silent damage from social isolation can be just a little lonely. Shorten your life, you might think. I'm not lonely. I talk to my kids once a week and see neighbors at the store. But here's the truth, even mild social isolation, especially after 65, can quietly do more damage than smoking or obesity. How loneliness hurts the body. Our brains are wired for connection. When we regularly lack meaningful interaction, stress hormones like cortisol rise and stay elevated. Over time, this silent stress inflames the body, weakens the immune system, and damages vital organs. Researchers at the National Institute on Aging found that seniors with limited social interaction show cellular aging markers 20–30% faster than socially active adults. This means their bodies are aging years ahead of schedule, just because they're not connected. And the worst part, most people don't even realize they're isolated. They assume occasional conversations or a weekly chat is enough, but the body knows better. James is 73 and lives alone in Illinois. He eats healthy, takes daily walks, and talks to his son on the phone once a week. He believed he had a decent social life, but then his memory started slipping. He lost motivation. He stopped doing small things he used to enjoy, like fixing his porch light or playing the harmonica. After a cognitive assessment, doctors ruled out dementia. The specialist told him something surprising, James. Your brain is reacting to isolation. Your body thinks it's in danger, and it's shutting down. James was stunned. I didn't feel lonely. I just didn't see people much. Loneliness doesn't have to feel like sadness. Sometimes it feels like nothing, just empty space. But that space affects your heart. Isolation raises blood pressure and heart disease risk. Your brain increases memory loss, anxiety, and even Alzheimer's risk. Your lifespan, studies link it to earlier death faster than poor diet or inactivity. The reason humans are social creatures, without real connection, our biology thinks we're in survival mode, and it reacts with inflammation, hormonal imbalance, and mental decline. Build your 3 connection anchors. You don't need 100 friends. You need 3 types of connection, proven to support mental and physical health. 1 deep one-on-one conversation. Each week, have at least 1 real, meaningful talk with someone, family, friend, or neighbor. Talk about more than just the weather. Share a story. Ask how they really are. 2. Group engagement. Join a class, club, or gathering, even if it's small. Singing, knitting, book club, church, anything that brings people together. 3. Purposeful giving. Do something that helps someone else. Volunteer, mentor a young person, deliver meals, or just check in on someone who lives alone. These 3 anchors work together to calm your stress system and boost your brain. James started volunteering twice a week at the local animal shelter. I thought I was doing it to help the dogs, he said, but really, they saved me. You don't have to be alone to feel alone, and sometimes the quietest kind of pain causes the most harm. So ask yourself, am I connected or just getting by? Because your heart, brain, and spirit all need connection to survive, and it's never too late to rebuild those bridges. So, how many of these signs are showing up in your life right now? Maybe it's just 1, maybe it's more, but here's the good news. It's never too late to change. Small steps like drinking more water, sleeping better, or reaching out to someone can add not just years to your life, but life to your years. You have more power than you think. Every choice you make today is a gift to your future self. If this video opened your eyes or made you pause, tell me in the comments which habits surprised you most. And if you know someone who needs this message, share it with them. It could change everything. Don't forget to subscribe for more gentle guidance like this. We're walking this journey together stronger, wiser, and full of hope.